Jaci Velasquez can't deny him, we should all wait. Oh, will the pain ever change if we save love for another day?
Hey there, and welcome back to WoozyFly.com's Live at the Loft. I'm your host, Justin Kutcher. We're here with Jaci Velasquez and Nic Gonzales, and that was a beautiful performance.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we appreciate y'all listening.
It was very nice, and I love that y'all right there. Obviously, you're from the South. You're born in Houston, and now you guys live in Memphis. Is that right?
No, we actually live in Nashville.
Nashville, I'm sorry.
But no, I know it's Grizzlies, Memphis, that
Everything
whole thing.
going on.
Yeah. No, we actually live in Nashville. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. He's originally from
Austin.
Austin, Texas.
I lived there my whole life until this past year.
Until he married me. He moved for love.
Yeah, I did.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah, it is. I loved Austin, but I love my wife more. So.
Well, that's awesome. You guys actually just had your first child together?
We did.
We did.
We had
Baby
our first
boy.
baby, a little boy, chubby.
Little round baby. He's a round baby. So.
He's 2 months and a couple weeks, and he's just he is the spitting image of this man right here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
hoping he'll grow out of it. I think eventually, but yeah.
Right.
Right now he looks like me, but a little shorter, just a little bit shorter. cute kid.
Oh, in spite of me, you still see some beauty. And Jesus, 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 you're
I'm going to ask you, what is it like to actually perform together, husband and wife?
That's what I was going to talk about. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's I think we've had mutual respect for each other's music for a long time. Getting married was one of those really cool things, and a lot of people want to know what it's like to have two artists in a house. But honestly, it's once again, it's a great chance to be together, and I think that you prioritize your life in a certain way when you get married, when you have babies, all those things. It just kind of my band. I love my guys in my band, and they're my good friends. But my wife is my main priority, and they know now, and so it's kind of great to be able to go out with her, and the fact that I can play an instrument really helps. That I can go actually help her, not just go and just hang out. I get to actually help, and so it's been great.
Can you guys actually have constructive criticism for each other? Can you tell him, look, you just did not play that well, or your voice didn't sound too good tonight?
Watch this. We both have lead singer syndrome, right?
Yeah, that's.
We both start going because I'll say something. He'll say something like, "Baby, what would you think? Just a little bit, just a thought." And I'll start going.
Yeah, no, it's not her idea.
And then back and forth, same exact thing.
But I think that we do take care of each other. Like, for instance, if I hear her singing and it starts to get hoarse, I'll tell her, honey, you need to warm up. Make sure you're warming up because you don't want to damage your voice. It's things like that, but we do stay separate as far as, like, she has her producers, her musicians
Right.
we have ours, and I think that's been a really good, that's kept our marriage together thus far. So.
Can you keep it though at the studio? I mean, if say you're practicing at home and you have an argument and your practice session ends, can you go to the couch and watch TV and not bring it there?
The good thing is that she doesn't. Yeah.
I'm okay with business. I can leave business and go back to marriage.
Yeah. And I can't.
Baby, yes you can. I love him.
I guess I can't, but yeah, no, we do. We actually do a pretty good job of that. We promised each other in the very beginning. It was like, you run your thing, you have your people, we'll run. And so it's been really great. But once you can do things like this, it really is helpful to be able to do this. It's a joy.
Yeah. Now, I want to go through a couple of things just so all our viewers know about this. You've been nominated for both English and Latin Grammys. Mm-hmm. You've won the Latin Billboard Female Pop Album of the Year. Mm-hmm. Big stuff. Sold over 3.5 million albums. Mm. And this may be the coolest thing. You've done campaigns for Pepsi, Doritos, and Target.
Yeah. No, that actually is the coolest.
Do you get free Doritos?
No.
And if you're looking out there,
and you've got a baby boy, you know he's gonna like them.
If you're represent Doritos out there,
you can
look
just
us
send
up.
them.
Yeah, so.
No, you know what? We don't, and we should. Pepsi should have been giving us free stuff the entire time.
I'll look into that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
So yeah.
But I mean, in all seriousness, 3.5 million albums. That's
I was
phenomenal.
really blessed. I put my record out my first record out when I was 16, and a lot of people just they were nice to me and they took pity on me and bought records, or they had grandkids that they bought records for, or stuff like that. So I'm just really blessed that people actually listened to me.
And this album that's coming out, Love Out Loud, it's gonna be your 14th.
Is it? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
My
it is.
14th record.
Yeah, she started when she was like -3, so she's real little when she started. So
Well, I'm 28 now. I started when I was 16, so over 10 years, 12 years.
That's pretty impressive. 14 albums. Which has been your favorite? I'm putting you on the spot. That's right.
That's hard.
I could ask Nick what's his favorite team of all time, and he'll tell me right away.
I can tell you
That's not fair.
anytime.
Well, we have opposing teams, but no. My favorite record of mine is a record. It was my 4th record. Was it my 4th record? Yeah, 4th. It's called Beauty Has Grace. That was my favorite.
And
record.
why is that?
I got to record it in one of my favorite cities in the world. And then I got to, you want
New York?
Yes, New York City.
AKA
London, England.
And then I just was able to, I was able to be really involved in the production and every bit of it. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And usually I don't get to do that. And I probably won't be able to do that again because it didn't sell very well. But it was my favorite.
It's nice. Bravo.
Thank you. I can be honest.
That's honest.
And how about this album, Love Out Loud? What are your thoughts on it?
Love Out Loud is a record I'm very proud of. It's basically this bunch of stories of about the past few years of my life. Some of them were written while I was, a couple years ago. I was going through some hard times and some good times, all of it. And then some of the songs are written about like me getting married. Some songs are written about the idea behind having a baby. Just a lot of bits put together that make it Love Out Loud. An interesting thing about Love Out Loud, the title track is a song about going out and making a difference in your world. After having a child, I think he would agree with me on this. After you have a baby, it's like for the first time in my life, I understand, what it means to God's love, how big it is for us, but then also how when I look at people, when I look at children, when I, world vision or compassion, I can't help but think to myself, I want to help other people, help families that aren't, where we are.
Right.
And so the record is actually $1 of the proceeds, or certain amount of the proceeds are going into charities, various charities.
That's awesome.
And Love Out Loud is about reaching out and doing that what you can.
That's very cool.
Dime que este amor de los dos se ha ido, que no llegó al olvido. Dime que esta noche soy yo, Rocío.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming.
Our
really
pleasure.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Nice to
Great
meet you.
meeting you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your time in New York. Make sure you get that good meal tonight, okay?
I will do.
Remember, she's buying.
Yes, I know. I'm ready for it. I'm ordering big.
She is Jaci Velasquez. He is Nic Gonzales. I'm Justin Kutcher. Thank you so much for joining us here on WoozyFly.com's Live at the Loft. And as always, don't forget, WoozyFly.com. Create your own buzz.